episodes. I'm fairly pleased with how it's going actually. I did a little bit off camera, just a tiny amount last time, and got the actual roller coaster working, so I'll just go through it. So I had to kind of like raise this up a little bit. You'll see it's kind of going round now. Round here is a little choo-choo train, and then it gets dragged all the way up here. Choo-choo. My double waterfall is looking good, and then it kind of like goes round. Kind of like goes a bit through the waterfall, which I like. And it's got this real twist and turn here, which you can see, and then boom, pop back at the station. Now, one of the awesome things you can do is, oh, I got another achievement, is the ride camera. So let's actually ride along on the roller coaster. How cool is that? You can have a little look behind. So when you have actual people on there, you can see how interested they are. And there's a cinematic camera as well. But let's actually ride around, I think, while we're on it. So we're like at the front seat, I guess, as well. I just think this is awesome. I think this game is really well made. It might not have the most variety of rides and things like that you've ever seen, but I think that will come in time. I've said before, the publishers are the ones who made Elite Dangerous, and they have been constantly upgrading and adding additions to Elite Dangerous, mostly for free as well, I would point out. And I think they will do the same with this game as well. There we go, it's actually pretty short, isn't it, when you think about it? But I think we had some, so it's an excitement rating of 3.94, he looks fairly excited. A fear rating of 8.77, which is really high, and a nausea rating of 5.21. So I don't know if that's good or not. Let's compare it to our merry-go-round. That's a 1.48, a 0.53, and a 0.65. So that's obviously like not nauseous at all, but this is pretty much like the Chunder Express, isn't it? Chunder being an English word for being sick. But yeah, really happy actually with that, and the way that kind of is. I love the fact that it kind of goes around this waterfall here. I like that. I think that's really, really cool. God, sometimes you know what, the mouse is like super sensitive on here. So yeah, God, maybe if I reduce the, wow, look at that, it's actually really nice, isn't it, that view. Right, so now what we need to do, I guess, is kind of put in the entrance and stuff, do this ride, so, that's fine, Right, camera move, triggers, okay. Okay, that's, I guess, fine. We can customize it. I guess if it's, maybe we want it blue, and maybe we want the, I think the car's fine as it is. No music, that's fine. We just need to put down the entrance and stuff. There we go. Place the entrance, so I guess we're gonna have it there. And we need to place the exit, which I guess is gonna be, I'll take it on and off the same way. That doesn't really make any sense. How does that work? Oh, I see, they have the exit there. Well, we can have it there then, I guess. Connect entrance to a path. Okay, so this, I guess, is where we're going to have to be a bit creative. So we've got a path here. I like the idea of it going underneath the roller coaster. That seems pretty cool. I guess maybe something like that. And like a queue, so... Oh, well... is this what we want? A blue queue, okay, so... Yeah, I like the wooden style. So we can have it kind of going down, like that. And then we'll have it kind of coming across. And then kind of come round on itself, I guess. And then, is that a long enough queue, do we think? Do we want to kind of milk it a bit for what it's worth? I guess we want to milk it a little bit. Boom, there we go. So that looks awesome. And then we need to connect a path up to it as well. Okay, and again. That's a weird little kink. I don't really like that. Let's have it come around a little bit more then. Yeah, like that. That's fine. So we've got kind of like the pathway, and then the queue for the roller coaster, the Vomit Express, as it were. Wow, got the camera. Yeah, nice. So I guess we just probably need to put a little bit of scenery around here, and you know, kind of make it a little bit more themed, I guess. And I'm still gonna have this as like a pirate-esque theme, even though this is probably more Wild West type of thing. But I kind of want to keep the original bit like pirate themed, I guess. So, actually, one thing I will do, I think, is the pirate band we'll have playing here. Okay, and you know, if we actually got get rid of that. Okay. I was looking to see if maybe we had like any thing the pirate band could kind of sit on. I think maybe it's a bit more of a free flow kind of thing. Perhaps. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, we still got it. How's it going, guys? They don't appear to be going. It's fine. Just gonna just move them a little bit. Try and get them a little bit more symmetrical with the path. There we go. Right. And then we want... Ooh, definitely an exploding barrel. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. Where could we put this? There we go. Let's type in barrel. We can have some normal ones. It's kind of like, oh, we can actually mine one on its side like that. There we go. And then we have the exploding one over there. Okay. What else have we got? We got cannons. We got campfires. We got a campsite. Why is that on its side? That's weird. Oh look, it's like animated, that's cool. Dragon poo, oh nice. Oh wow, look at the size of the dragon. Wow, dragon eating, dragon sleeping. That's awesome. Definitely can't wait to do something like that. That'd be really, really cool, I think. Put some of this around here as well. With those barrels. What else have we got? Oh, look at this. How good is this? You just know there's going to be like a Skyrim-esque land I'm going to build. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is immense. Oh. Oh my god. Man, I cannot wait to get some of these things going. That's an oil pump. Yeah, that's more Wild West, isn't it? So here's the piratey-esque things, I guess. Oh, definitely one of these, yeah. Maybe we'll have one like the other side here. Look at these guys, awesome. Oh, they stopped. It's a bit sad. Right. Got some pots. Rope coil. This will look nice over here, I think. Bit of rope on a barrel. Never hurts, does it? Bear droid, okay. Let's put that there. Doesn't hurt either, I don't think. As we go through now, got some more stuff to talk about today. It's not actually going to be my work related this time. Well, I guess it is in a different way, but it's actually kind of like YouTube work related. Or channel related, if you like, in a way, but not really. I was just watching a video today from a YouTuber who I won't mention any names of YouTubers because it might feel a bit like I'm calling them out, which is definitely not my intention at all. But it just struck me that they were saying some very interesting things. So the general gist of it was that they're a very big channel, decent sized channel, and the person making the channel, they basically were announcing that they were leaving YouTube. So they were saying that well, I mean, this was the interesting thing about it. So they kind of said that that's definitely going there. They said that they were leaving YouTube because well, there were numerous reasons, and some of them were very good. They were basically saying that they weren't really enjoying it anymore. It was becoming a little bit too forced for them, and they wanted to kind of go and do some other things. It was stressing them out to the point whereby they were feeling that they were getting ill a lot more often because of it. And oh wow, that's big. And yeah, they just kind of felt that it was getting a bit too much, I guess. The whole YouTube thing, and they needed to kind of take an indefinite break, and do some other stuff. And they were saying that they were going to go and do some streaming and some other things as well. And that's totally cool. Got absolutely no problem with that. The other side of the thing that they said was that, which I kind of didn't really agree with so much, but everybody's entitled to their opinion, was that they were saying that they didn't like the way YouTube had changed kind of fairly recently. That it was becoming very clickbaity, and that does not look right. And that they felt like they had to do some clickbaity stuff to try to compete with other channels which were doing it, and that made them sad, and they didn't want to do that. And that the things about like YouTube breaking a lot, kind of bugged them, and it just wasn't really the same as when they first started out. I don't think they were that old a channel, maybe 2-3 years, something like that, so I don't think they were all that kind of, too nostalgic for the good old days. But I thought it was an interesting that is floating, is it? I think it is. I thought it was an interesting comment to make. Quite an interesting one as well, and I'll tell you why. Because also the other thing they said actually was that they felt like the type of videos they made, which were kind of like longer form, had died off, and nobody wanted that anymore. And it was all about kind of like short form stuff, and they didn't really enjoy that. And I was like, I think that's the case at all. But it kind of like backed up a little bit some of the things I thought, or have been thinking recently about YouTube, which is that one of the things which seems to ruin YouTube for people is money. And that might sound really, really dumb, because you're like, well, hang on a minute, money is what has enabled these YouTubers to go kind of professional, to be able to give up their jobs and actually open Dynamite Crate and actually go to YouTube full time, which is fantastic because the quality of their work can increase, the frequency of it can increase, and it allows them to kind of be rewarded for the kind of work they do. Oh, wow. For the hard work they do. When, without the consumer, as it were, really having to pay for it. When you watch a YouTube video, you don't pay. You might have to watch an advert for 30 seconds or whatever, but you don't pay, and that's what people like, I guess, about YouTube. That's what I like about YouTube. Imagine if YouTube wasn't free and everybody had to pay, like, I don't know, even if it was something tiny, like 10 cents or 10 pence per video. Like, nobody would watch your videos, would they? Because you're not going to take a chance on anybody if you had to pay. So, adverts is fantastic, but I think the danger of that kind of thing happening is that you get to the point whereby for example, if you have to make a living from YouTube, if that's your living, that's something which is not a really consistent income, is it? is completely reliant upon how well your videos do. If your videos don't do well, you're not making enough money, and that, I would imagine, is a really stressful scenario. So I obviously have a full-time job, so that job pays for me to do everything. I do YouTube because I just enjoy it. It's a good way for me to relax. It's a hobby, and hopefully, people who watch my videos will like it, and get some enjoyment out of it. And then that, in turn, that makes me feel nice. So, it's a win-win situation, shall we say, for a lot of people involved. Hopefully, but if I had to rely solely on money generated from YouTube, I would imagine that would compromise my decisions on my channel a lot. For example, when I make my channel or when I do videos, one of the things I've kind of said is that I don't want to stop doing series even if the views are a bit rubbish. So a good example of that on my channel would actually be The Legend of Zelda. Now, I enjoy doing that playthrough. It doesn't get very many channels, very many views on there, but that's absolutely fine. I enjoy doing it. I want to do it. The people who do watch that seem to be kind of like quite loyal to it and really enjoy it, and they always comment and stuff like that, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'll continue to play that until I finish the game. But if I had to rely on money made from that, I probably would have stopped making those videos a long time ago, because I'd have to be thinking, well, that's taking up space which could have been there for, for, say, for example, my Hearthstone videos, which do really well on my channel as well. So I think it's something you have to think about a little bit when you do it. Now I'm gonna just kind of I just want to roughen this up a little bit around here. Maybe create just a bit of a thing around here. God, that's really small actually, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Just to kind of cut that off a little bit, and then raise this right up, I think. So yeah, you might be thinking, well, I mean, that's that's business, that's fine. I mean, and yeah, I totally agree with you. That is absolutely fine. But I think that's where the lack of enjoyment comes for some, and I don't propose to speak for anybody who is doing YouTube or anything like that. So but it's just my kind of theory, I guess, that maybe some of the problems come from the fact that they don't get to do the things they want to do. Like sometimes I see big YouTubers who they do a series and they're like, oh, I'm really excited to play this game. I've always loved this, blah blah. And then you can kind of see that the views on it are not great. They okay, thank you. And you kind of think, oh, that's a bit sad. And then maybe they'll do a bit, and then eventually after maybe like, I don't know, 5 or 6 episodes, it would just kind of peter out a little bit, and you'll never really see that series again. And you're like, oh, that must kind of be heartbreaking for somebody who's got to kind of make that business decision to turn around and say, I just can't afford to make these videos because they're, causing my views to be down, and I've got to eat, I've got to make some money. And again, I don't think there probably are some YouTubers out there who are quite maybe greedy, but I think the majority of YouTubers are kind of like just trying to make money to get by. You know, they need money to live, pay their bills, same as anybody else, and kind of YouTube does that for them. You know, they've got to kind of resort to things like clickbait and stuff like that to achieve that particular means, which I totally understand why, but I think that might be why for a lot of people who perhaps are quite creative and who have these amazing ideas for things to do, and then they can't do it because they need to make the money. I just get a feeling like that's really, really hard for some to kind of come to terms with. And I don't know if that was the case for this YouTuber. I mean, they did say that, like, obviously that they, you know, they weren't enjoying it anymore and stuff like that. And maybe that's because they've had a few series which they wanted to do and which they felt would do well, and then it didn't, and you know, kind of made them a bit sad. I don't really know, but oh wow, that's a tall tree. There we go. Gonna add some of these over here as well. But yeah, so I don't know if that's like kind of the reason why, but I kind of feel that a little bit with YouTube. But, and here's where the kind of but comes in, because I don't think it has to be like that. Like, my first thing would be to say is that I think any channel which has got a substantial amount of subscribers, they're there because they like the person who's doing that channel. There's quite a lot of like channels that I personally follow, which I really just love the content they do. There are some which I personally support on Patreon as well, because you know it's kind of like buying their content in a little way, which I'm totally cool with because I love their content. And I'm gonna do a big lake here, I think. And I'm totally cool with paying Patreon and stuff like that. I think it's a fantastic idea, you know, for people to want to give and support the people they like. And it's a great way for people to stay kind of a bit more true to who they are, because you can effectively rely on your Patreon backers, your loyal supporters, I guess you would call them. Not really, I guess. I mean, anybody who watches the video is a loyal supporter, but you get what I'm saying. They're the people who have kind of been like, yeah, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and support this person's ideas because I really like what they're doing. And that's cool. And that's cool, I think. But I kind of get the feeling sometimes with YouTube that I don't know, I think you have to be careful. I think once you get to a certain size, and I don't know what size that is, I think the temptation then is kind of like, oh, you know, I could probably do this full time. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Like, that would be amazing to be able to, you know, go through and, you know, make these videos full time and live off those means. But I've kind of said it before, I don't foresee that ever happening, and I don't think I would ever do that personally, because number one, I just feel it would compromise the videos I do make. I'd possibly stop making the videos I want to make and instead make the ones which enable me to eat and pay my rent and stuff like that. And if that's not the ones that you want to do, then you could have a problem. There we go. It's a bit better. like this around here so far. Okay, what else have we got? Caribbean small house, pirate house. So this was going to be our kind of. I'm actually going to make this like the. Is it possible to do like a? No. I was hoping we could do it so that we could do like a square. That might. Like that. Okay. This is a bit dumb here, isn't it? Really, but there you go. That seems really dumb. I bet that like confuses a lot of people. Okay. Trying to see what I can get away with. Yeah, no, that's fine. Kills. I want to put down some food. I want to have like a food place. Pirate shop. Arg. Chief beef. Oh, definitely having chief beef here. Look at this. Oh yeah. Chief beef. We can have another pirate shop here. That's awesome. Chief beef. What's this burger store? Oh, pirate themed as well. Okay, we're in business. We're in business. Awesome. I love the little details there. The little roller bin with the Planet Coaster stuff on it there as well. Food. That's awesome. So yeah, my kind of thoughts on YouTube is that the kind of thing which doesn't really help you too much is making money off it. Now, those of you who don't know about my channel, I semi-monetize it, I would say. So you'll notice at the beginning of my videos there is not an advert which you might see on other channels. We can have lots and lots of seating around here, and lots of bins. There we go. Yeah, so there is like some money being made on my channel. Really and truthfully, not a lot. Like some people would be like, oh no, I don't make much of YouTube, and they're making like, you know, £100 a month or something, and you're like, well, actually, you know what, that isn't too bad. No, I'm not even making that a year, so that's there's no danger there that I would be doing anything of that soon. If I did put adverts at the beginning of my videos, then I'd make still nowhere near that much money. Like, it's not even I mean, I think basically for what I generally established a reasonable if you do have like adverts at the beginning and stuff like that, you can increase it by putting adverts midway through and stuff like that. But obviously, for the kind of form of video I do, that would be horrific for you guys. Imagine if I just cut now to an advert. Like, your relaxation would be ruined, wouldn't it? Basically. So yeah, that doesn't happen. But I think the general gist of it is that you can make for every 1,000 views, you can make like $1. So this is totally like not kind of standard maths. Like this could be total and utter rubbish. It's kind of just what I've worked out in my head, as it were. But yeah, so if you think about it, you'd have to probably be making like, I don't know, 1,000,000 views a week, maybe. When you think about the fact that YouTube will take some money and tax and stuff like that to have a good living, you know, you could do a less than that. Maybe you could do 500,000, something like that. Now my channel's been going for nearly a year. We go up to a year on the 3rd of January, I think it is, yeah. And I've had 100,000 views, just hit 100,000 views. So, and that's would have been like, maybe I'd have made $100 if I had adverts at the beginning, but I don't, so I don't make anywhere near that much. So yeah, as you can see, it's you know, I don't know a person who could live for a year on $100. That would be mental. So yeah, you know, go back to what I'm kind of rambling on about. If you were doing it for money, you'd have to maybe make some hard decisions about what you were doing. And when you do something which you enjoy and you have to stop doing something for monetary reasons, I think resentment can grow there, definitely, 100%. And as that resentment can grow, and perhaps as you get frustrated with, you know, the company that you essentially work for, because, you know, people who make money off YouTube, they work for YouTube, don't they? They're the ones paying their bill. You know, Google are the ones who are paying that money, and they're the ones who can turn off the tap at any point if they choose to. It's not really in their interest to do so, but that is an option. So I guess there's also maybe that fear. Why is this like? There we go. Like that. That'd be weird if I put that there. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Man, I just click on things and they look so good. Can't wait to build more. Ooh, witch's house. Oh, look at that. I love the animation on these things. It's incredible. What's this? Oh, it's like a bell. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't think I want that though right now. Oh, treasure chest for sure though. Yeah, so as always, I'm rambling away, not really making much sense, but I think you kind of get what I'm trying to say. Is that the money side of things, I guess, can sometimes, I think if people were really honest, they'd say that's what's kind of ruined it for them. Having to turn YouTube into a business and having to make their living from it is probably a nightmare. I do not envy anybody. I get a salary paycheck each month. I know exactly how much money I'm making, I know what my means are, I know what I can spend, and the thought of having to rely on a company which can randomly just unsub 18,000 people from your channel, if you're that size of channel, it would be utterly terrifying, I think, and I totally understand why, people will try to diversify their means. Twitch is a good example of that, of something which, or a kind of a platform which people are exploring more and more nowadays, because it provide a more steady stream, you know, and Patreon, stuff like that as well. Obviously very important for people, you know, certain content creators who can make kind of like impartial, unbiased, you know, don't have to be sponsored by anybody stuff. Oh, look at this area here, this looks awesome at night. All kind of lit up, and the little lanterns give off a really nice amount of light. Wow, okay. This is great. My bark is beginning to take shape. I might be able to open it soon, you never know. Wow. I'm really happy with this so far, actually. As I've said before, like, the first path you make, or not first path, but the first park you make, there's that purity to it, I think, which is what is so amazing. God, that looks awful. Don't do that. There we go. Feels a bit more natural. Yeah, there's this kind of purity to it where you don't really know what you're doing and you're just kind of like mucking around, but sometimes that, when you don't try so hard, that's when the best things kind of come about and happen, and I kind of enjoy that a little bit, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, so I think that's kind of the problem sometimes with YouTube, is the money. So what's the solution? You know, what's the solution? Don't monetize anything. Well, if you do that, then you're not going to be able to make a living, are you? I think the thing about it is this: I disagree with people when they say that the only way they can build a channel, build a you know, can successfully compete with the clickbaiters is to do clickbait and stuff like that. I don't feel that's the case, because I think you can build up a loyal fan base and community within YouTube who will constantly, you know, come to you because you're not doing that sort of stuff. Like, they'll have that respect for you, I think, more than if you did perhaps do that sort of stuff. And I think people miss that. Like, they don't notice those people. I like to think I do. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think a lot of people don't notice those people who are constantly commenting on their channel, you know, constantly engaging, watching their videos, you know, doing stuff like that. You know, these people who have like, you know, like, say you had 100,000 subscribers, you have a lot of people there who are that loyal, and they come to your channel because they like you and perhaps they like the stuff you do. And to turn around and say, like, the only way you can kind of compete in YouTube is to, you know, be clickbaity and do short form videos, like the long form videos are dead, stuff like that, I just fundamentally believe is untrue. I think whatever you do, whether you're doing short or long, if you enjoy what you're doing and you're happy, and then you will continue to grow as a channel. Sure, you may not get the same growth as you know, channel X out there who, you know, spams a load of sites and, you know, does all this kind of stuff, or maybe they're just really good at like internal like marketing and stuff like that. And there we go. No, God, I keep clicking on that tree. I do want nature stuff though. I'm gonna put in some more trees and stuff. Wow, that is a massive tree. Look at the size of that tree. Jesus. What's the biggest tree we can get? Bushes, trees, okay. How big's this tree? Not big. That's quite big. How big's as massive as a Crimson King. Yeah, I think you can do that. You know, like people who watch my channel will know that I choose to do pretty long videos. It's because I enjoy doing them. You know, simply, there are on occasion I'll do a shorter video. It's simply what I enjoy doing, because what's the point of doing anything on here if you're not enjoying it? There's literally no point to it. And I hope that people do enjoy my content that I do, because I enjoy doing it. And yeah, you know, I think if you start trying to do things, you start chasing the views. If I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a look at wait, I did the wrong path there, that's a mistake. If I was like, oh, I'm gonna look at, you know, say the ASMR cast, what's he doing? Oh, this is really popular, right, I'm gonna do a series on this. Like, where's the value in that? People can just go across to his channel and watch stuff. You know, why would they come to my channel? Maybe if I do something a bit different and you know, inventive or smart or clever or different, you know, people will kind of be like, oh, yeah, actually, I like his stuff, I like his stuff. You know, I watch many different people on YouTube. I don't feel like I don't put it this way. I've never watched a channel on YouTube and then, like, say they've recommended somebody or something that's popped up in their search suggested videos, and I've been like, oh, I'm gonna go watch them, and then like unsubscribe from that other channel that I was watching. I just don't fundamentally believe that that happens. You know, I don't see a clickbait. I mean, I know a lot of people do click on like clickbait stuff, and it's totally their prerogative, you know. If it's rubbish, they're not really going to watch very much of it, are they? If it's good, then like it's worked out well for them. But I also think there's plenty of people out there who will find your channel if you make good, interesting content as well, without the need to clickbait. It won't be as fast, perhaps won't be as efficient. But you know, I do believe that word does get around. I mean, I feel my channel is kind of slightly proof of that. It's certainly not a big channel by any means, and it's nice little well. Yeah, maybe we'll put that there, next to the water basin, I think, and then you can have a little wash tub. No, gotta keep clicking. What was that? Witch casting spells. Oh wow, okay. Witch flying. That's awesome. Gotta put her in the tub. That's cool. I love just randomly putting these bits of scenery around. You may have guessed that by the fact that I've been doing that for most of the episode. I just really, there's something very enjoyable about this. There we go. There we are. Yeah, so thank you for just listening to me ramble on about stuff for, you know, a certain amount of time. Am I supposed to put this like on a base? That would probably make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? But if I had this like here. Then could I have it like a jet? Oh, sorry, I need water, don't I? Oh, I need all. Okay. the small one. But how can I hide that? What if I kind of like, say, put that there, move this, no, select that, move it, does it still, yeah it does, okay, that's pretty cool. And then we can kind of put around the edge. Maybe we can put some rocks. I like putting rocks around. Stop people maybe like, you know, climbing into it. Might cover up like the edge a little bit. Make it look like it's kind of actually like within a thing. That's pretty awesome actually, I like that. I think my overused word in this playthrough is awesome. Yeah. God, I just really like this game a lot, where it, look at that, I can actually do all sorts of things with it, wow. I was going to say awesome, but God, I need to stop saying that word. So, to summarise up as I come to the end of this video, my advice to anybody starting a YouTube channel is number one, do what you want to do. That is really, really important, I think. Don't do what you think will be popular, don't do even what you think people will like, do what you like, and there will be people on there who share your thoughts on that. And yeah, then if you're successful, well, I mean, you will be successful, that's the thing. Like, depending on how you define success, I mean, if you're thinking you're going to be a millionaire, then yeah, good luck to you. I hope you are successful. It will be tough. But if you put a lot of effort and work in, then who knows what can happen. There we go. Put some bins around here as well. Maybe some nice bamboo torches. And more palm trees as well. I like that fountain. I like the fact that I kind of covered it up a little bit. It's cool. It shoots up in the air. I really like what we're doing with this park so far. It's looking interesting, I think. I think anyway. I'm just enjoying just like doing the little scenery bits and bobs. That's you know, that's really good fun. I really like that. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know I am so far. Next time I'll probably chuck in a couple more rides because, you know, we are at a theme park and we have literally 2 rides. We have 1 roller coaster and a merry-go-round. But I think I actually enjoy doing the scenery more than the rides, which is kind of weird. But maybe a testament to the attention to detail this game has as well, and just the amazing like range of assets and things like that that you can get is really, really cool. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about stuff as well. thank you so much for watching. Kind of can't wait to do a bit more. It's brilliant. Probably, as I said, I kind of did this as a little bit of a placeholder till I was done with getting Minecraft up and running, and I will obviously still be doing that, but I may well still do a video a week on Planet Coaster and just see how we go, see how I enjoy it, see how you guys enjoy it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But my pirate land, I'm liking so far. I love the little attention to detail in all of these little buildings and things like that. It's come a long way from theme park back in the day, when you used to have like a little fry shop which was in the shape of a bag of fries, which was awesome in the day, but nowadays obviously it doesn't quite hack it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, as always. It's been my pleasure. I'll catch you guys next time.